Obviously, this video is about the bow. Hi, everybody. It's Mr. Fowler again with my cello shirt. My cello shirt. You too can have a cello shirt. I'm going to link where you can get this shirt in different sizes down at the bottom. So, yeah, awesome. Now, we're going to talk about cello bows. Now, the cello bow hand, and then later on I'll show you how it goes on the cello. I'll play for you. So let's talk about the cello bow, and I need a teaching tool. And let me go get that teaching tool real quick. Wait a second. And here it is. It's a pencil. So you can practice practice with the bow, even though you don't have your cello or your bow with you. You could be on vacation. You could be, I don't know, in the backyard. You could be at the table. I don't know where you are, but you just need a pencil. So let's talk about the cello bow hand. Number one, step one, you take your pencil and hold it with your left hand. Okay? And then remember Quiet Wolf. Quiet Wolf. But look at this. I'm putting my Quiet Wolf thumb here, not at the tip of my finger, but here at the first joint. So I put my thumb here and then Quiet Wolf. Now, some of you don't know what Quiet Wolf is. In classrooms, sometimes you'll see the teacher raise their hand and they'll do this, right? These are the wolf's ears, and this is the wolf's mouth right here, and the mouth is closed. So they call this Quiet Wolf. So that's why I say Quiet Wolf. See, this is Quiet Wolf. All right, so we're going to use that with our bow hand. Quiet Wolf. So our thumb here, right? Thumb. Now, am I using this part of my thumb? No. Am I using, no. The tip. Yeah, the tip is on the side of on the pencil, side of the pencil. Not on top, not on bottom, but on the side. Now, two fingers, the Quiet Wolf mouth, and there we have the second finger and the thumb are together. You see this second finger and thumb? My thumb isn't up here, my thumb isn't down here. It's right with my second finger, this finger. Okay? So if I were to take the pencil away, oh, it's touching the second finger. Got it. So there it is. Now, if you look at my thumb, you see that it has a camel bump? That means it's not tight. It's nice and loose. So you got to make sure your bow hand is not squeezing it, but nice and loose. Now, let's talk about the other fingers. Pinky, just put it down. First finger, put it down on its side, and there we have our cello bow hand. Look at my thumb, bumped out. There it is. This is the cello hand. Now, is my cello hand this way? No. It is not to the right. Not good. Is it straight up and down? No. Is it a little bit this way? Yes. And then we have our cello bow hand. Does everyone understand that? Look at it now. Thumb, second finger, and thumb are together. See this? My third finger is just next door. My pinky's just on its side. And my first finger slightly on its side, right here. Not like this. Not the tip of my first finger. No. The side of my first finger. And it's my bow hand is... See how the pencil is nice and straight and level? My hand isn't. My hand isn't straight up and down. My hand's not this way. Definitely. This is really bad. It's a little bit tilted this way. Okay? And there we are. Cello bow hand. Now, let's go get the bow and actually do that. Before we use the bow, we have to talk about the parts. This, right here, is the tightening screw. Right here. Tightening screw. Can you see that? Okay. Now, if we want to tighten our bow, because every time you're done with your bow, you want to make sure that the hair is loose. Okay? So, this is the tightening screw, and what are we going to do? Turn it like a clock this way. Like a clock goes. So how many times? Each bow is different. I'm going to tell you why. Watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This bow is going to go up to about 7. 6, 7. I'll give it one more. Turn it one more time. 8. Now, how do we know when the bow is tight? First of all, the hair is tight. Second of all, we can barely get our finger, our pinky finger, in there. You see how the hair is at the bottom? We can barely get our pinky finger in there. Just touch it. That's how we know. We do not want it tighter than that. Why? Let's look at this. I'm gonna come on this side now. Let's look at the bow. You see how the bow bends down towards the hair, bends down toward the hair, bends down toward the hair. Not this way, but down toward the hair. That's how we know the bow is in the right direction. Good. And our pinky can barely get in there. Okay, now we know the bow is tight and it's ready to go. I did 8 turns on this. You might do 6 or 7 or 9. But if you can get it to look just like this, the bow is dipping down toward the hair, and I can just barely get my pinky in there. Just a tip of my pinky goes in. That's how you know. All right, let's go back to this side. All right, what do we call this? We call this this area right here, this thing right here. You see this area right here? This big block of wood and this metal piece here. We call this the frog. Tightening screw, what do we know? We know the tightening screw. We know the frog. Those are the 2 parts we know so far. This is the finger grip. Now we know 3 parts. This is called the shaft. This right here. This long piece of wood. This long piece of wood is called the shaft or the stick. This is called the point. This is the point right here, the point or tip. Point or tip. And of course we have the hair at the bottom, which we never touch. We never touch this hair. So don't touch the hair. It has rosin on it. Now let's go over the parts real fast. What is this? Okay. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? And what is this at the bottom? Okay. Now, let's talk about holding it. So what am I doing? Look at my hand. My left hand is holding it. Oh, yeah, we got to get Quiet Wolf going. So here we are. What am I going to do? My thumb goes right. Please pay attention to this part. Right there. Right there. At the top of the frog. Near the shaft. Near the wood here. Thumb. Good. Oh, the second finger has to touch this metal. See the second finger touching this metal. So we have Quiet Wolf. Thumb bent out. Look at my thumb. Just like in a pencil. All right, now I'm going back to holding it. My pinky, put it down. My first finger's on the side. Ah! Cello bow hand. There it is. Look at my thumb, bumped out. My thumb, my second finger's touching the metal. Third finger's just next door. Pinky is next door to that. And first finger's on its side. Now, is my hand straight up and down like this? No. Is my hand this way? No, 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 no. But it's tilted this way. There's your cello hand. Look at it. Let's go on this side. I want to show you this side. Okay, this side. There's your cello hand. Whoa, that's nice. And everything is loose because it's going to just, look. Look at this. You see that? It feels like you're just going to drop it, but just barely hold it so it doesn't drop, so all the fingers are nice and loose. Guys, the big mistake people make is when they have their cello hand, they squeeze it. They're going to really hold that cello. No, it's loose. Now remember, thumb at the top here, thumb here, boop, tip of my thumb, just like on the pencil. Second finger and third finger, Quiet Wolf. Pinky. First finger on its side, and there we have our bow hand. Oh man, that's pretty. I like that. Okay, now, let's see what it sounds like when I'm playing. and have the correct bow hand. When you're playing the cello, we start pretty close to the frog. Remember the frog? Remember the frog? We start playing about right here. We're not using the whole bow. We're just using about this much. That's it. For twinkle, we're using this much. That's it. Did you notice that my bow is straight and not like this, and not like this, but it's straight? And am I using my whole arm? No. I'm using my fingertips and I'm using my wrist. California 8, no. 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 Hit the 8 notes sharp. 1, 2, come on. Sharp, 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 sharp. California 8, no. No fingers. Open strings. Bow hand. Hope you can see it. And that's what it looks like. So I want you to practice your bow hand on all 4 strings. Remember to use your wrist and use your loose fingers. The bow should feel like it's going to fall out of your hands. One practice I've had some students do is crawl up the bow like a spider. If you want to do the spider crawl, yes, the bow just slides down through your fingers so that it's not tight, not tight. Tight is bad, okay? So remember, second finger on that metal, thumb at the top of the frog here, third finger, just a neighbor next door, pinky, another neighbor next door, first finger on its side. The fingers are not put together. Please don't put your fingers together. They're spread out. And our thumb, the tip is touching, right? The tip. And it's bumped out. See you guys later.